Alright, so I wanted to briefly show this Uber and talk about how I think it should ideally end based on the starting conditions, just so we all have an idea of what to work towards. So the situation is large ad, there's a gun under there. I don't think we know where it is. And we're basically going to Uber through shutter. So let's see how it happens. I don't know, it might be far ahead, hold up. No, okay, so we Uber right here. So immediately we see with this Uber, we're not going to get any picks. Our demo didn't bomb, which is fine. And they're all the way out. So right now we should be thinking, like, we're not going to get picks, so what can we get with the Uber? And what we can get with the Uber is space, so we can lock out a side. Additionally, we still haven't found the gun, so that's going to take a lot of our Uber. But the point being, like, we don't have enough picks or time in this Uber to really be aggressive with it. We kind of just have to lock down a side. So let's see what we do. We go for point a little bit, which is a complete waste of time, I think. I mean, okay, we could go for point where I just use the Uber to go for point, but then we probably don't get a gun. Alternatively, we ignore point, which is what I think is the better option here. Next, what I want us to do is have both our soldiers just ready to bomb, but not in. So like Joker maybe plays Launchpad. Cortex, I believe, was water, but he traded with someone, so he's out of the question. But I want Joker not to be in, but to be ready to collapse. Right now, we got the gun, our Uber is basically over. So right now what I want us to be doing is locking off right spawn with our demo. I just want to have right side completely free, and I want all of us healthy and either on this side or somewhere where they can collapse on the left. At that point, we need to delay for a few seconds so that the players that were in the Uber can reload so that they're actually effective when they collapse. Joker goes in right now. No one is ready to go in because we're all on this side. We're looking at this soldier. So even though Joker does a lot of damage to their medic and the scout, it doesn't do anything because we're not ready to collapse and they just go back into spawn. So while that would have been good if it was timed, it ended up being bad because it was badly timed. But if he waited until we cleaned up this soldier, like 2 or 3 seconds, and then we bomb to left side all together at the same time while our demo is holding right shutter so they can't come through that way, we just fuck all these players. And at that point, it's probably going to be like 4 of us up, maybe 3 of us up versus a single demo. And at that point, we just slowly push out the demo from water and cap point. But I hope that illustrates like the basic idea, which is we Uber in, we lock down a side, we wait a few seconds while no one commits, and then we all commit together across to the other side. So it's basically like a wave. Phase 1 is you take the side, lock it down. Phase 2 is we all collapse onto the far side. So that's what I want our ideal Uber to go like, even if we get some picks on our way in. Honestly, it's better that way, but I still want us to think of like phase 1, phase 2. Uber takes space, phase 2, post Uber, we tackle the other side together, not before that, not after it, just all at the same time. So that is it. I hope you make sense. Ask questions if you have them.